In this video, we'll be showing you how to create a basic message, a counter, and setting your print parameters. To start your basic message, simply move over to the drop-down menu under the preview window and select text. Once you've done this, you can go ahead and enter your text. I'm going to go ahead and use the word SNEED-JET Infinity. Now that our text is done, we can go ahead and insert the counter. From the same drop-down menu, select the word counter in the next line, and you'll see you have some options here. Start, end, step, and pulse. So start is the value that your counter is going to start. We have it starting at 1, but if you were in the middle of a run and needed to start your counter at 100, you can do so. End is the total number in which you want your counter to stop. Step is the step value in which that counter rises. So you can set your counter to raise in 1s, 2s, 3s, and so on. And pulse is so that you can repeat the same value multiple times. So let's say you wanted to put the same counter in multiple places on the same product. You can tell it to do that 3 times before it moves over to the next value. Moving on to print parameters. Print parameters is where you'll set the position of your print on your product. So we have delay, speed, bold, width, quantity, Q delay. So delay is the time from which the photo eye sees your product into the time it prints. I have it set to 110. Speed is in meters per minute, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Bold is boldness, a grayscale essentially. Now we move to quantity and Q delay. If you set a repeat print, which you'll see in the checkbox below, you can set how many times you want it to repeat that print, and the spacing between those prints with Q delay. Now you'll notice an encoder slider below this, and that is activating the encoder if you have one. You'll see when you do this that some of the options change. Instead of Q delay, you'll see that we have print position now, and this is the number of pulses being delivered from the encoder between prints. Below that, you'll see that our speed value has been grayed out because we'll no longer use speed anymore, because the encoder is recording that information for us. We'll simply use the width option below, and that's going to contract or elongate your message depending. Q delay has changed to Q position. It's the same concept as before. Instead of using seconds, we'll be using pulses to dictate the space between our repeat prints. Below that, we have our resolution settings: draft, normal, fine, and ultra fine. Each step up in these values can have a drastic effect on the darkness of your print. And then below that, we have our print direction settings, which are rotate, mirror, and invert. Auto repeat is what we spoke of earlier, where you're setting the quantity under your print parameters. So those are the basic settings, things you need to know to get your printer working. Remember, setting your print parameters can require a little bit of experimentation on your side, especially if this is your first time using it. Thank you for watching.